after 2 p.m. thunderstorms, and then thunderstorms in and out throughout the night. So I'm looking at the shelter ahead of me, which was 10 miles from when I left. Or, since it's mostly downhill, I might go on to Erwin, to Uncle Johnny's hostel. Feel safer there overnight. So we'll just see how it goes today. Oh, that was a tough segment. It was a pretty steep uphill. It was along on a ridge. It's not super cold, but it was 44 degrees when I left the shelter, and the wind was blowing like crazy. So I've got some protection from the wind now. I still worked up a sweat under I'm just wearing my windbreaker rain jacket with a shirt, and that was fine. Now I'm hot, but that was cold. That wind was brutal. I can hear it up there, but I'm safe now from the wind. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other several times today. Hear that noise? That squeak? I've been hearing that off and on since I started the trail. Not very often. I hope it came through in the video there. I finally figured it out. It's two trees rubbing together in the wind. First time I heard it, I was like, what the hell was that? Come on, trees, one more time. Nope. Hope we got the first one. All right, I'm going up a side trail, a steep side trail, to a place called High Rocks, which I guess is those rocks that are high up there. And it supposedly has some awesome views, so I hope it's worth the effort. Okay, I'm up on High Rocks. This pretty view. More importantly, this is a good place to rest. Just sitting down. It's a long drop below me though. The trail's right down there below me somewhere. I'm not sure. Actually, I think it's right there, right below me. 30 feet. Oh. Fortunately, the wind's not blowing super hard up here right now. And here's the other side of High Rocks. Assuming I'm going up that little mountain over there. The cloud cover. Beyond that, not really sure. Could be heading out that way. Going down to a gap here, a couple miles. Which means downhill, but means uphill again. Okay, here's back out of High Rocks. A little bit of a tight squeeze, but I got up, so I assume I can get back down. And I'll show you. All right, I made that. Then it just weaves around, and lots of stone steps to get back down. Oh, there's somebody coming up the trail. Looks like Coco. Can't tell. Heading down. Well, here's the bottom of High Rocks. Just halfway up there already. Just following the trail. That's where I was before, overlooking to the west, I believe. Anyway, it was worth checking it out. Alrighty, just heading out of Spivey Gap. About 6.5 miles into the hike. Very pretty mountain fall with a pool of water. I got water from this down at the bottom. Quarter of a mile ago. And Trail Magic at Spivey Gap. A guy named Good News was set up with hot chocolate, instant cup of soup, sodas, and lots of different snacks. So I had a good old Mountain Dew and Little Debbie oatmeal cake, and grabbed a couple things to go. So felt good. Shelter is a little over 4 miles away. All right, it's only 12:30, the earliest I've ever gotten to where I'm going to stop. It's the no business shelter. And I'm going to take a spot on the far left. Right there is my inflatable. I guess room for 5 or 6. Thunderstorms expected later. Mainly I'm resting my body just think it was about 10.5 miles today. Water down there somewhere. They're all good right now, but I'll need it for camp, for cooking. And good, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any cell coverage. So there's some work I'd like to get done. I can't, not work, but posting in trail journals, that type of thing. All right, that is Erwin, Tennessee down below. I'll be crossing that bridge way down there in a little while. And if you can't tell, it looks like there's been a change of plans. And this is a river that comes through with a lot of rapids apparently, so I guess they have rafting here as well. I was in the shelter. I was there by 12:30. I wasn't tired. It was probably the easiest 10 miles I've had on the trail. Several hikers came through. They had lunch and they kept going. I had a good lunch. Then another guy, No Rush, came in. We just started talking. He reminded me of a report of a wayward bear 2 nights ago, that somebody staying at that shelter had a tent set up about 200 yards away, and they just grabbed the food they wanted for dinner, went to the shelter to cook it and sit with others. And while he was gone, a bear destroyed his tent and took the remaining food that he had. Of course, that was a no-no to leave any food in your tent while you're not there, but especially that far away. Oh, there's a little nicer view of the river anyway. And then when I had set my air mattress up, the platform wasn't deep enough. The last 4 inches of air mattress curled up against the wall, or else if I put it flush with the wall, the head of it hung over the edge of the shelter by 4 inches. So I knew and then it was about a 2-foot drop down to this dirt. I knew I'd lose my pillow trying to sleep like that if I didn't try lying down. But I know it would have been a tight fit. So anyway, added it all up and decided to go the 6 miles into Erwin. Most of it is downhill. It's been a pretty easy hike. Uncle Johnny's hostel's full. So No Rush and I are splitting a room at a Super 8. So should be there. So it'll be about $35, 30 bucks for the night for a hotel. So that means Wi-Fi, shower, bath, cold water. Should be good. So I'll have more as I get into town. Got to pick up a supply box that Michael shipped to me at Johnny's. We're going to get a shuttle from Johnny's to the hotel. I have a cool look at the river that comes through town from up above. Don't see much there in the way of rapids, but pretty sure they do rafting trips here. All right, I'm at the edge of town in Erwin, Tennessee, at Johnny's Hideaway Hostel. It's not very hidden away, but they're full tonight. They have bunkhouse and cabins and a place you can just pitch your tent if you want. So No Rush, who's sitting there on the porch. We're waiting for the shuttle to make the first run to take people for dinner. When they get back, we'll get a ride to the Super 8. And then hopefully have a comfortable evening out of the rain. It rained the whole way down, but it was more storms are due tonight, so it'll be another reason not to be up in the shelter, because the trail tomorrow will be a lot worse.